Hi everybody, thanks for clicking Treats TV with Chan, and I'm your host Chan. So, I didn't blog last week because I just didn't want to bring you more crap. Some people skip the news, and everything that was hitting me, and left and right, and all the reasons that I was climbing the wall was about stuff that was going on in the news, and I just didn't want to be the bearer of bad news. We had the Ebola patient, blew my wig back. You had Shannon Sharpe, and then you had the Secret Service. And when I say Shannon Sharpe, it's because he was just another sports ex-athlete. Regardless, he's still a sports issue. And, you know, his charges messed me up. I adore Shannon Sharpe, adore Shannon Sharpe, adore Shannon Sharpe. Everything from the neck down. Nevertheless, though, I like my Shannon Sharpe. So it was very hard to hear all of this craziness. You know, and it's not even light. It's like real heavy. So I said, okay, I can't blog about that because I got to wait and read more and let that unfold. Then here comes this Ebola man. Now here's where I got a problem. The Ebola patient comes in. Yeah, he lied on the form to get back into the U.S. However, he goes to the doctor when he doesn't, to the hospital when he doesn't feel well. But because you don't want to do your job, whoever you are, Nurse Ratchet, because you don't want to do your job, you send this patient home or you don't ask one question. You only got one job to do. Ask him a question. So you don't. All right. So he goes home. He comes back. There's a man, the commissioner in Texas, that I want you to look out for or look for this name. I read it in the LA Times, the whole story. His name is John Wiley Price. Now, my Caucasian friends and my other ethnic groups, you know, I love everyone. This is a judgment-free zone, and, you know, everyone's welcome. I bring you the information. You decide what to do with it. He said in the interview, we are ignoring the elephant in the room. He did not get the treatment that he was supposed to get because he is a black man. Hold on. He's not a black man. He is literally an African American who had no insurance, and he's from Liberia. Now, people, you take it how you want, and you take it and do with what you will. Some people, I'm not the only one who picked that up. I said it in a blog way back. If you look at that Ebola blog, it was long. I know you probably didn't watch it. Take a moment and watch it. It's like 50 minutes. I'm sorry. I told you it was going to break down the money. They also said that the family was outraged about this Ebola patient because he did not receive the same care that the missionaries received. I read what the care was. It was not exactly the same thing. It is what it is, people. I don't do the black soapbox often. I try not to anyway. And I try not to see things in that black and white type of way. I don't think I can ignore this. Inbox me and tell me what you feel. Tell me if it's something that you think we always, you know, I get a lot of comments. Y'all are always screaming, you know, it's a color thing, and, you know, I don't know, people. I'm only prone to one color. So anyway, now we got the Secret Service, and they don't want to do their job. I give them, that's another blog, all the praises, because they don't hurt our vet. Right? They don't, you know, do anything to him. I said they could have released the dogs. They didn't. And then come to find out this man has taken a tour of the White House. That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. That's not how any of this works. A lot of them two old ladies, right? So you come to find out that this man is all over the White House. Then you hear that they have turned the alarms down because the ushering staff says that the alarms trigger off too easy and they're loud. Okay. Now we have also what comes out. Someone was on the elevator with our president taking pictures. Okay. And after that, we also hear that some years back, someone shot into the White House. And they found the bullet fragments, and it was the ushering staff that found the bullet fragments. It wasn't even, I think it was cleaning staff. It wasn't the Secret Service. Okay. That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. You have one job to do. You ain't have but one job to do. You're complacent. You're comfortable in your job. It is a mundane, every normal, this is what we do we find out what you want to order for breakfast. The president should be out by such and such time. I'll be able to call you back. I will text you. I'll let you know that I'm at work. Whatever it is that you do, we can get this man out of here in a few minutes. Give him some antibiotics because they're free. Yeah, you're comfortable at work. Nobody's job for what it is at a certain time takes more than 20 minutes in time, at a time to do their job. Even when you type in some stuff in, you take 20 minutes, you type it in, you take a break from the screen. If you move in boxes, you move them because you get in a rhythm, then you stop. When you finish that set, probably took you about 20 minutes. Even if they chased that man down and tackled him, it wouldn't have been 20 minutes. If they caught him in the White House, even when they tackled him in the White House, it didn't take them 20 minutes. I did a blog back a little while back. I think it was immigration reform. And I said that if you watch, I said about New Jerseyans, but if you watch, people are complacent. They're comfortable in their jobs, right? Well, now, Nurse Ratched and some of the Secret Service, you will now be probably making Starbucks orders. So next time people that you work with someone, or the guy who takes his job way too seriously, or doesn't skip how things are done, who actually goes down the checklist and asks, have you been to Africa, South Africa, West Africa, I don't know, or Liberia lately? Next time I bet you'll ask all the questions. I bet you follow that script. Because now you like everybody else and you're looking for a job. And really it's bad because you didn't do the only job you had to do, which was to secure the president. You see heads is rolling. One of the heads just got removed. She had to step down. And I know Nurse Ratched is probably on her way out of there. And the family is mad about the man from Liberia, because they feel like he wasn't treated the same. Now the hospital has a suit, and it's a whole big issue when all you had to do was do your job. Well, my treats, my sweets, that's this week with Treats TV. I would rather come to you like this with the foolishness than to have seen you last week, because it was too heavy for the kid. I'm going to keep aspiring. I'll bring you the information. You decide what to do with it. And I'll see you next week.